Suprabhat, everyone. Let us face the east and begin with our sun salutations. Yoga and climate change. Yoga and climate change. How are they related? Yoga is the physical, mental, and spiritual practice that enables one to think within. Through physical poses and meditation, it helps control body and mind. It helps you expand consciousness and know more about yourself and your surrounding environment. It originated as a part of the ancient Indian culture and spread to the Western world after a celebrated visit by Swami Vivekananda, an important teacher and philosopher. We as human beings have fundamentally changed the world. Through industrialization, we have harmed our environment and left it at a degraded state. In Brazil, for example, we destroyed 60% of the Amazonian rainforests. We have forced the climate to change, natural resources to deplete, and the oceans to rise. All of which are giving rise to a migration crisis from disasters like floods, drought, and it's also brewing wars across the world. This human-induced climate change is a disruption of our environmental cycles. But can yoga help us restore and even reverse such degrading cycles? Let us meditate. Y'all can have a seat and close your eyes. Everyone in the audience is also welcome to join in for this breathing exercise. You can keep your palms facing towards the sky on your laps. Take a deep breath in and breathe out with a ha sound. Take another deep breath in and breathe out with a ha sound. Another one in and breathe out with a ha sound. Continue breathing. In spite of all these issues concerning our environment, so many people are actively engaged in transforming our world and creating a sustainable planet. The question is, how can they remain positive and involved with others in such difficult times, and can yoga inspire them to work and think beyond themselves? Continue breathing. Breathe in and out. Yamas and its complement niyamas represent a series of ethical rules within yoga. The first yama revolves around ahimsa, which means non-violence and active love, showing compassion towards other human beings and promoting well-being for other humans and the environment as a whole. Brahmacharya is another yama, which is about moderation and utilizing what we need, consuming what we need. Sarah Nagendas, the co-president of the University of Iowa's very own environmental coalition, follows these two yamas. She's a vegetarian and tries to lessen her impact and her carbon footprint. Super involved in issues revolving the environment and sustainability, and is also passionate about yoga.
I practice yoga every morning for 15 to 20 minutes, and it helps me achieve more inner awareness, de-stress me, and helps me start my day with a clean mind. I come out of this inner awareness knowing that I can do great things and have a clarity and purity for myself. It makes me want to make the world reflect how I want to see it. It also helps me get deep sleep and helps me have healthier relationships with others. Many people are affected by climate change, and most of them are not even directly responsible for it. When you practice yoga, it helps you look inside yourself and figure out who you are and come out with a clear mind and clear eyes and a deeper sense of appreciation for yourself and everything around you. And that sense of appreciation, for me personally, gets extended into environmental issues. In the environmental field, you might see sad things around you, like environmental destruction and different kinds of pollution, and also people that don't necessarily have the same opinions as you, or they might not be as educated as you. Trying to deal with that can be stressful. Yoga can help you deal with people who might not think that it is necessary to save the planet and might not take what you say seriously and deny the need to mitigate climate change. One very important thing yoga can teach us is learning to be patient. It helps me in tough situations, and not everyone might be as eco-conscious as me or others in my field. Educating others is our duty. Being argumentative, frustrated, and angry is not a solution, as no one will be interested to listen to you. Yoga will teach you to move forward with relationships through peace and love. If you give your respect to others, they will return it to you by listening to you and trying to understand your point of view.
Continue to breathe. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. Take another deep breath in and breathe out. Keep breathing and relax your mind. It is true that we not only need to prevent more damage, but also restore what we have been destroying. The niyama called swachha, which means purity of mind and spirit, can help us successfully do that. A great example of the same is Pipal Baba, an environmentalist in India who has planted more than 10 million trees in his life, and yoga is his lifestyle.
I learned yoga for 5 years when I was in my Gurukul at Manu Ashram in Allahabad, India. Yoga is not about physical exercise as we see it on television, YouTube, or given to understand in the common way. It is very deep spiritual science which connects you with your inner self and helps you understand the umbilical relationship with existence. Yoga was a drill when I started learning. Now it is my lifestyle. It is everyday life, and I do not set time aside to do yoga because of that. It makes me passionate about environmentalism. As what else is there to be passionate about? What is more important than our environment? That's where we live in, we breathe in. The environment is everything. Environment, better be passionate about it. Our physical body is just a permeable membrane between the outside and the inside. Your breath comes from the environment. Your breath is your life force. The moment you understand the deep contact around you, you became a yogi. Yoga is self-preservation. Yoga is self-restoration. Yogi can only do restoration and preservation. He does not know any other way. Yogi is an environmentalist in action. Yogi is a healer, and the healer knows what best to do with people, with environment. And my yoga training helped me understand that the medicine called trees is one potion for several terminal diseases affecting the planet. I'm just doing what I'm trained to do. I'm a healer. I will die a healer. This is all that I know. This is all that I can do.
Continue to breathe. Take a deep breath in and breathe out with a heart. Take another deep breath in and continue breathing. Another yama is satya, being honest in your thought, feeling, and deeds. This yama is practiced by Andy Dahl, who has been in the University of Iowa's campus arborist for 16 years and has been involved in the environmental movement since the time he was born. The University of Iowa is also recognized as the Tree Campus USA for 6 years in a row.
Reforestation is the most important practice. It is one of the very few good things that one can do and which can be carried across generations and can benefit the environment and several human generations to come. Trees and plants are with us from cradle to grave. They feed us, house us, protect us, help bring rainfall, capture carbon, absorb excess water, are homes to many organisms, and studies also show that areas with trees have lower crime rates. We have destroyed a lot of the rainforest and ecosystems on the planet, and it is a huge problem, but we can attack it locally by increasing tree cover and thus make a bigger impact. Chief Seattle, a wise Indian chief, says, "Humankind has not woven the thread of life, they are just a thread in it. Anything we do to that will disrupt that." We are smart but uneducated about the web of life. It's all interconnected. What's more basic than Earth? Just because we found some water on Mars, it does not mean that we're going there anytime soon. The spirituality that comes with planting a tree cannot be found anywhere else, because you realize that what you're doing today is not only going to impact yourself and the community, but the whole world and generations to come. It is not just a 1 year or a decade-long thing. It has the potential to last for centuries. It is a legacy I am proud to be a part of, and it is a message that needs to be heard.
As the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi said recently, respect for nature is an integral part of spirituality. We treat nature's bounties as sacred. Yoga is an invaluable gift of an ancient tradition. Yoga embodies unity of mind and body, thought and action, restraint and fulfillment, harmony between man and nature, and a holistic approach to health and well-being. It is not about the exercise, but to discover the sense of oneness among yourselves, the world and the nature. By changing our lifestyle and creating consciousness, it can help us deal with climate change and act sustainably. The yoga of change is also a strategy for moving beyond our individual experiences, taking our communities of practice into different arenas, and recognizing the collective impact we all are capable of generating. The implications of the simple act of planting a tree are deep, so deep, they can be considered to be deeper than the roots of the tree itself. It is almost a joke that a human can change the world by such a simple task, by just getting onto the knees, getting the hands dirty, and planting a tree. The biggest problem has the simplest solution, and the world needs to realize that. Thank you.